Hello friends, welcome to Risingpearl.com. Today we are starting a brand new series 10 called Circles. This is episode number 1. We are going to begin by discussing what is a circle. So now friends, we know that circle is a round shape like this. This is a circle. But how do we mathematically define it? Let's try to attempt that. So circle is a collection of all points in a plane that are a fixed distance away from a fixed point in the plane. So what does that mean? It means that if we draw a shape like this, so what is unique about this shape? This shape contains infinitely many points. Each one of them is a point on this graph, right? So this graph contains infinitely many points. The unique thing about this is that now each of these points are a fixed distance away from one other point, which is represented over here. This is the other point. This is the other fixed point. We represent this by uppercase letter O. This is the other point from which each of these points are equidistant away from this point. In other words, if I randomly take one point on the graph and say this is r units away from this point in the middle, then if we take randomly some other points on our graph, each one of them will be the same r units away from the point in the middle. So then this graph highlighted in bold white, this graph is called circle. That is the collection of all points that are a fixed distance away from a fixed point. That is a circle. So if you look at it this way, it is this graph is the circle. Now the point in the middle, which is this fixed point, the point in the middle, this is the fixed point, this is called the center of the circle. Center of the circle. We often represent this by uppercase O. And the fixed distance itself, the fixed distance is called the radius of the circle. Meaning if I randomly take any point in the circle and if I join that point with the center, so if I take a point A on the circle, A is any point on the circle, and if I join the center O and A, the length, this length is the radius. We often represent this by lowercase r, which is the radius of a circle. So why do we really need to know about circles? Because there are so many everyday life objects that we see. Soccer ball, bagel, orange, wall clock, flowers, etc. They all look like this round circle shaped. So we need to know more about circles.